Hi guys, as you know, Cupra just recently relaunched in Singapore under the Volkswagen Group Singapore umbrella, and right here is one of the very first cars that we bring in, the Cupra Tavascan. So let's check it out. If you find the Volkswagen ID4 and ID5 a little bit too boring, this car might be for you. This car is built on the same underpinnings, but as you can see, it has a very nice coupe roofline. It looks like it sits shorter and lower to the ground as well. A lot sportier and more interesting to look at. Now Cupra says the Tavascan looks a bit like a helmet, so that explains the black A pillar. It relies on a lot of visual cues from illumination. So look at the 3-point matrix LED headlights. And if you check out the Cupra logo here, it's actually backlit, so the full length. And also the Cupra logo here is illuminated as well. Now same for the rear, there is a full length LED tail light and also an illuminated Cupra logo. Now the taillight designs are also really interesting. The Tavascan will be available in both rear-wheel drive as well as all-wheel drive. So they both have the same battery size, 77 kilowatt hour. And this being the highest spec all-wheel drive version, we have the 21-inch rims. So you get the 20-inch rims for the rear-wheel drive. Now like the ID4 and ID5, you have front McPherson struts and also multi-link rears. Interesting fact, the Tavascan is actually built in Volkswagen Group's China factory, but honestly you can't tell. The quality is amazing. The paintwork finish is really good. Now despite the coupe roofline, you get a very decent 540 liters of boot space, so very usable. And underneath there's also some extra storage spaces as well. Now you get AC charging speed of 11 kilowatt, and if you wanted DC, it's 135 kilowatt. The same speed for both rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. Now we're inside the Tavascan, and immediately the material quality is a whole lot better than the ID4 and ID5. So they've certainly learned from those cars and made some improvements. You can see the illumination that runs into the aircon vents and to the doors as well. Very nice touch to the interior. And for example, if you turn the hazard lights, then also the illumination will follow as well. Even the base rear-wheel drive model comes really well equipped, so you get a 360-degree view camera as standard, as well as a Sennheiser sound system. And for the all-wheel drive model, as we have here, we have the matrix LED headlights as I've shown you just now, and also the panoramic sunroof, as well as DCC Sport. So this is a very important feature for a sporty model, where you can have a toggle between a spread of comfort and sport. The interior architecture is also quite distinct from the other Volkswagen Group cars. So for example, there's a central spine, what Cupra calls it. It's basically something that supports the whole dashboard. Looks rather interesting, I think. And below that is a wireless phone charger as well as a USB-C ports. And what we see here is the largest screen you can ever get for a MEB platform. So this is the 15-inch screen, which is bigger than what you get in the ID4 and ID5, for example. Another fun fact is Cupra calls this a retro touch bar. I think I consider myself quite retro because I find this quite useful, and basically allows you to change the temperature easily and the volume of the sound system. Now onto the rear seats, you can see the floor is entirely flat, so that is very useful for space. And you can see the illumination on the doors as well. Stepping inside, yep, space is really indeed quite good. And you do get this one-piece front seats, but they don't impinge onto your legroom or knee room, so that's good. Now I followed Cupra since a few years ago, and I've always liked the dark blue seats. Cupra calls it grey, and it just feels really nice, very special with this color. The textures as well, there's leather, there's suede. Very well done. I think Cupra also pay attention to the floor mats, so you can see a bit of leather stitched, and yeah, made from Econo regenerated nylon, whatever that is. So that's it for a quick walk around of the Tavascan. What do you think? Do you think you'll get it over the equivalent Volkswagen? Let us know. Head on over to oneshift.com, the one-stop info hub for everything new and electric.